Reading for April 21st, 2019. Science of Mind, A Philosophy of Faith, A Way of Life by Ernest Holmes. Reading from page 164, paragraph 3, through page 166, paragraph 3, using inclusive language. The Way of Treatment. In treatment, we turn entirely away from the condition, because as long as we look at it, we cannot overcome it. By thinking upon a condition, we tend to animate it with the life of our thought, and thereby it is perpetuated and magnified. Treatment is the science of inducing within mind concepts, acceptances, and realizations of peace, poise, power, plenty, health, happiness, and success, or whatever the particular need may be. Treatment is not willing things to happen. It is to provide within ourselves an avenue through which they may happen. Treatment opens up the avenues of thought, expands the consciousness, and lets reality through. It clarifies the mentality, removes the obstruction of thought, and lets in the light. It removes doubt and fear in the realization of the presence of spirit and is necessary while we are confronted with obstructions or obstacles. We already live in a perfect universe, but it needs to be seen mentally before it can become part of our experience. Every problem is primarily mental, and the answer to all problems will be found in spiritual realization. It is hardly necessary to state here that without an understanding of the limitless medium of subjectivity, there can be no full comprehension of how law operates when a treatment is given. Unless we understand the threefold nature of both ourselves and the universe as active consciousness, which we call spirit, receptive or creative law, which we call the medium or universal subjectivity, and manifestation, which we call form or creation. Unless we realize further that as we deal with our own individuality, we're dealing with the universe, which has projected out of itself that which is like itself on a miniature scale. Unless we have this understanding, we shall be working much of the time on a basis of blind faith. As an illustration of the importance of this understanding, take the following. Suppose a person in New York wired a practitioner in Los Angeles, explaining to the practitioner that they had been unable to sleep for weeks and that they wished treatment for insomnia. How would the practitioner go about this? The practitioner in Los Angeles knows that the person in New York fails to sleep because there is a lack of peace in their consciousness. There is a mental disturbance, and the mind keeps working all night. The practitioner begins to think about this person. The practitioner does not say, "Now, John," supposing the person's name is John, "you are going to be peaceful." Rather, the practitioner says to their self, "John is peaceful." The practitioner does not set out thoughts nor suggestions. They realize in their own mind the truth about this person. The practitioner treats the practitioner for the patient always. The practitioner begins to pour the uplifting truth into their own mind. John sleeps in peace, wakes in joy, and lives in good. There is no fear, no worry, no doubt, no confusion. He has not acquired the habit of wakefulness because his consciousness is filled with peace. Universal mind, being omnipresent, is wherever the person who is asked for help. If they are receptive to the harmony of the belief which the practitioner has poured into subjective mind, it will externalize for them at the level of the embodiment of the thought of the practitioner. Thus, the person John in New York is helped through the work of the practitioner in Los Angeles. A practitioner works through the law of mind definitely for someone else. They declare the truth about the person whom they are treating, stating that this person is a divine being, complete, happy, satisfied, conscious of their own spiritual being, that this thing which is causing them to suffer now is not a law, has no right to be, is no longer effective through them, cannot suggest anything to them, that they are free from it, that this world, which the practitioner is speaking, removes any obstruction in mind or obstruction in manifestation and allows the flow of life through this individual. They make such statements to themselves about this individual as tend to clear up in their own thought their belief about the person whom they are treating, until finally they come to a place in their treatment where they say that the person is now all right. They are free from that condition. It can never return. That this is the truth about them. That this now is the truth. This is a form treatment, stated definitely, a scientific treatment. To the average person, when a result is obtained by this method of work, it looks as though a miracle has happened, but such is not the case. It is only a miracle as everything else in life is a miracle. A definite conscious idea has been set in motion in the subjective world, which accepts ideas at their own valuation and tends to act upon them.